John here. Today we're going to do something a little bit different this time. We're going to talk about what makes a good airsoft video, and most importantly, telling a story. I mean, I would know because I have 169 million subscribers. We as people get so fixated on having the best camera gear that we often forget that we can really just improve with what we have. That's why the number one thing we as filmmakers should focus on is making a compelling story. Now here's an example. I've got 3 scope cameras ranging in price from $140 to $1,200. While it may be easy to see perhaps which one is the best image quality, but the question is, which one of these 3 tells the best story of me hitting that pylon? If you answered none of them, you're right. Newer scope camera quality these days is pretty good, but when buying one, people should really consider its convenience, like battery life for instance. And if you need an external battery, that's okay, whatever works for you. I did a small sample size poll on Facebook asking how airsofters consume their YouTube content. And not surprisingly, the majority of people watch on their phone, which makes you wonder, what sort of camera quality do you really need if everyone's gonna watch on their phone? Think about that before you go buy the new 8K 240 frames per second camera, just so you can upload it to your phone. Now I can get cameras out of the way. People's attention span is low, and we need our content now and fast. I don't want an edit where the first shot I take is 3 minutes into the video. I'm bored of myself. A YouTuber does this really well as Airsoft Cam Man. Right off the bat, you get a quick teaser for the content that's coming. And following that, the edit flows quickly to and from different engagements, using 2 to 3 camera angles. Side note, the reason people use 3 camera angles is to smooth the transition from point A to point B. See how I go from this position, cut to me moving, then cut back to me in a different location. This saved time in my edit and quickly explained me moving from point A to point B. See how this might be jarring if I only use 1 camera angle and don't explain what I'm doing in a voiceover.
Sorry brother, you got anything on you?
And it's okay to edit a video. We all know airsoft is not exciting all the time. And that's fine because it keeps my attention. Voiceovers are great to help cover up time that's passed in your edits. YouTuber Fox Green uses voiceovers in his edits to help convey the scenario.
One enemy does manage to sneak up and takes out one of my teammates. I quickly jump down to revive him and get him back in the game.
Whether it's a high tense situation or talking about exactly the strategy that he wants to then go ahead with. This works exceptionally well at grounding the viewer, as sometimes the visuals can't exactly explain everything that's happening. That's why music or sound is a great way of explaining the full situation. Like tense music when you're creeping up on someone, or something funny and comedic when something silly happens. Keep in mind though that music can also ruin your video. If your gameplay is slow and steady, don't mix and match something like dubstep on top of it, as it's really not going to help the story. That's why you got to be ruthless with your editing, and it's not always about having the best equipment. The last thing I want is people to have a hard time posting their YouTube footage because they're afraid that it's just not going to thrive. It's not about having 1,000 hits at 500 feet with your sniper rifle and calling it awesome. I mean, it would be pretty awesome, but that's not the point. Next time, just tell what it is that you want to tell your friends, because that's what Airsoft is all about. Telling really cool stories. I mean, who doesn't love telling people about their sweet airsoft stories? Anyways, guys, I was hoping I was able to motivate you just a little bit going into 2022. If you comment below, I'll be more than happy to follow you and follow you along in your airsoft adventures. As always, I hope you guys have yourselves a great day. Don't forget to support your local fields and your local airsoft stores, and I'll see you in the next one.